The NFC South heads east. It's the coach. This is week 6 of the NFL.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
That's it. Check 45 the line. Rip right.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, you can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. These two teams all tied after 1. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the air now with Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Here's Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Newton now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, 27 yards as they have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about
we pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive.
Mike 54. Go. Check one. Great.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Come on, man. Let's go.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. From the 29, Newton. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
All day, dog.
On 1st and 10, Newton airing it out for Olsen. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Newton to throw. They shakes him off. And an alley to run. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter.
Mike 54. It's our field.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Now it's the backup Greer, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, 60 yards. We want it. Come to my world.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. It's Greer. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. From the 22, Greer. It's caught. Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Protein spill.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On second and goal, Greer looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10.
Go, 8, read.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Levante David in on the tackle.
30 base. Topper. Snap.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Greer, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards and a Panther first down. First down, Greer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Allen Bailey in on the stop. From the 50, here's Greer. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Greer. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
X3, 218.
From the 27, Greer. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Greer. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And Greer's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Greer, and they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they can't quite seem to turn
everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP, Cam Newton, and the Carolina Panthers as they match up with Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Check 56. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 98 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Here's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. To throw is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Now a run with McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm on. Ready?
On first down, Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Hogan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner,
well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Now Newton on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
and that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Ready? Right there, 56. All day.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 41, Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing is Newton, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Olsen over the middle. 20. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. Check 4. Great. Here we go.
Newton on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Newton throwing complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And an alley to run. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Ready. Mike spot 4. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Ready.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You and I have been around.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They go play action here on first down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, it's Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys... Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
20. 6.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Newton's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
Can McCaffrey do it again?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. We drop you in now to first-quarter action as the offense begins this drive. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now the offense getting set to take over the football here early on in the game, first quarter. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Newton. He'll try and run it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Airing it out deep for Smith. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprise. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Bust through the tackle. And Cam is still down here. Appears to be shaken up and in some pain after the last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now it's the backup Greer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Greer looks to throw, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the end.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a first down throw, Greer. And this one complete to Smith. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Torrey Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go, and remember.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Torrey Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play action. It's Greer. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Greer. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Manhertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First down, Greer. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing in a big spot, the rookie Greer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, it's Greer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Greer on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Greer. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now Greer. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And Greer's going to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
60 or. Watch 54. Okay, double up.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Coach, you're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at the rookie Will Grier and the Carolina Panthers as they match up with the great Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
We go. 70, Indy.
I'm going to run you over.
Snap.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
On the double.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Grier. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 3 catches, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
He now has 11 touchdowns on the season, and in no way is that just simply luck. That's a great combination of route running, determination, and making nice catches.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
You draw quarter. Ready?
Now Grier on 3rd and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Grier. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Greer sets to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Back to the air. Greer on 2nd down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Here we go.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime with it. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set 90 Wolf. 61 Matchbox Lights. Fire.
On 1st and 10, Greer. And Olsen over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Face mask. Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a 1st down throw. Greer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Set ready. 18 games.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st and 10, Greer. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's it's Greer, and it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Greer throwing again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Torrey Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Greer. And he slings one that's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. There he goes, right side. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 67 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw, Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Greer. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Greer looks to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Greer. Underneath, he's got Olsen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing in a big spot, the rookie Greer. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen. with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh at some.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play action. It's Greer. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Greer. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Greer looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3 to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could pop.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now it's Greer. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Greer. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Greer now to throw. And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Is he maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And after a sluggish start, he's... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
They're right. 80 weapons. Check 26.
On first down, it's Greer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Carolina, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.